Welcome to the Glitter Boom Girls podcast. I'm Robbie-Ann McPherson on the East Coast.
I'm Amy Asberg on the West Coast.
And we are talking 70s, 80s nostalgia, as we always do. Today's topic, Yacht Rock. Dun, 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 dun. We need some kind of a theme song. Yacht Rock! You know, Yacht Rock, if you don't know what Yacht Rock is, if you're listening to this and you're like, what? Google it. Because I don't know how to explain it.
I do.
Oh, all right. Amy,
so
tell us what the Yacht Rock qualifications are.
Okay, so according to many different people, these are not my thoughts, but according to the masses, it's music from about 1975 to 1984. Some people say 1976 to 1985, so it's that little 10 years, right? High production value, lots of studio musicians, and lots of producers, kind of jazz and R&B influences. Big time one, the use of an electric piano. Lots of lyrics about heartbroken or foolish men or the word fool. And an upbeat rhythm called the Doobie Bounce, which is kind of from the Doobie Brothers.
But I have problems with that whole list. Now, what is the source of that list?
The source, I believe it was smoothradio.com.
Okay, all due respect to smoothradio.com. No. Yacht Rock, you can't really define it that way. You just can't. Now, I'm not saying that songs with those traits aren't Yacht Rock. I think 85 is too late for Yacht Rock, however.
I do too.
I would cut Yacht Rock off at 83. But I would also move it earlier to 70 because there are a couple of early 70s songs that are Yacht Rock. Now, I have appointed myself judge of Nyacht or Yacht. Is it Yacht Rock or not? I have appointed myself as the world's authority on this. And there is one other judge, my childhood bestie Karen out in LA. Karen. She is also the other world's authority. Now, we have never disagreed on a ruling. And if one of us, our rulings are final, by the way.
Okay.
However, if one of us has a question or, we're having some trouble and we're looking for a second opinion or a consult, we will often contact each other and make a determination. Because...
Yes.
Well, I just wanted to add that, friends, coworkers, family members of friends, we are renowned amongst our social circle and throughout the world as Yacht Rock song judges. And I will get a random message, text, email, phone call from someone who says, my brother-in-law claims that X is not Yacht Rock or is Yacht Rock. What is your ruling?
Now, to further, in case people are still like, what the heck? The name Yacht Rock was coined in 2005 by the makers of an online video series called Yacht Rock and was derived from its association with the popular Southern Californian leisure activity of sailing. So it was like yuppies on their yachts listening to Christopher Cross. Like it's that whole vibe of like, so what would you say like a handful of the bands people would normally associate?
Well, there is kind of a particular kind of sound / vibe that is a Yacht Rock song. So the imagery is, some guy on a yacht. Yeah. Like what is he listening to while he's sipping a Pina Colada, for example, in the sun? There's sort of a summery vibe, The songs tend to have kind of a jazzy-ish thing. Because if you think about music that some guy might be listening to on a yacht, he's kind of listening to like mellow gold, like
So are you
that
thinking
kind
of
of
like
thing.
Boz Scaggs and Steely Dan and
Oh,
like
yeah,
Chicago?
yeah.
Okay.
See, now this is an official ruling from Karen and myself.
Oh.
Steely Dan's entire catalog is yacht rock.
Okay, that's what I think too.
Their entire catalog. Toto's entire catalog is yacht rock. Boz Scaggs, however, his entire catalog is not yacht rock. However, Low Down is definitely a yacht rock song.
Okay.
But he, Boz Scaggs, who, by the way, is one of the top 5 concerts I've ever seen in my life. I don't know, in 2017, 18, something like that, I saw him. Oh my God, what a show. Like, ridiculous band.
But just not necessarily all.
He's phenomenal. But no, he has songs that are not, in fact, yacht rock.
What do you think of Supertramp?
I would say...
Like the logical song.
Okay, that's a good one. That's
a
good one.
Goodbye Stranger,
No, Goodbye Stranger, no. But, okay, the logical song.
Electric Piano.
And Long Way Home.
Okay.
All right, let's look at those 2 examples.
So this is like Breakfast in America, 1979.
Yeah, okay. Right era. Okay. Now, Supertramp's kind of known as a classic rock band. And to me, none of that matters.
This they went a little pop, I feel like, with this album. People loved it.
Yeah. Oh, they were always kind of like a pop influence, right? Because they're so melodic and they have such a great singer. Whose name I just forgot. Roger Hodgson.
Okay.
Thank you. Or no, Hodges.
Okay.
Damn it, I gotta look this up. So anyway, Supertramp. I'm gonna make a final ruling.
Okay.
That says that the logical song is yacht rock.
Okay.
By virtue of the fact that it has a nostalgic twang to it. Like when you hear it, it grabs you and suddenly you're back in childhood. And then number 2, the music itself, you like, there are times when all the world's asleep, that whole melodic thing going on, that actually does. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
So this was. Oh, here we go.
I mean.
So you're saying this is like the twang?
Well, if you pause it for a second.
Yeah.
So, if you're just, I don't mean twang in a sound. I mean a sting. It's like it grabs you in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it has, maybe it's the minor key or something. I'm not sure. But it also has a castanet. Anything with a castanet is pretty much going to start down the yacht rock path.
What does that look like? What is a castanet?
They're these little, they look like little, there can be different kinds, but usually it's like a little thing you put like on your thumb, and then you have these little...
Like belly dancers have?
Kinda, except they're made out of wood. They're not, cool. they're not bells. Like, yeah, they're not cymbals. Like ching ching ching. They're like that's what gives that little thing.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
In the beginning, so I have to make a ruling that the logical song is yacht rock. Now, again, my rulings are final.
Okay.
And so worldwide now we have determined that the logical song is in fact a yacht rock song. Now, there is a spectrum. There's a yacht rock spectrum. Okay. So that's going to kind of be on the edge of the spectrum. And that's why you get arguments about that song.
Okay,
is it yacht rock
one
or
that
not?
I'm wondering if this is yacht rock and this is a Steely Dan song. Can I play it?
Yeah, well, their whole catalog is yacht rock, so I'm immediately going to rule yes.
This is the one I wonder. All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah. Ricky, don't lose that number.
So if I'm on a yacht or just in my backyard drinking Budweiser with my friends who have beards, and I'm playing this on the record player in my home.
That is 100% a yacht rock song.
I'm on brand. I'm on trend.
Mm-hmm.
And to speed it up a little bit. So I'm with the boys. I'm drinking this.
Yeah.
Drinking beers to this. Okay. So this is definitely just because it's Steely Dan.
Yeah. And here's a rule of thumb that it's not absolute, okay? But it is, it can help you out. It can help the yacht rock ingenue or newcomer or whatever you want to say. Mm-hmm. It can help that person kind of use it as a guideline. If you can stand at a grill, like an outdoor grill, with your spatula and stuff, and you can kind of bob your head while you're grilling, like you can kind of groove to the song. Yeah. There's a good chance that it's a yacht rock song. Not absolute, but it's a good guideline.
Now, I know you disagree with some of the rulings from the masses, which it is /are that.
Wait, what masses are we talking about?
We're talking about yachtrock.com. They are saying that if the story makes too much sense and is too good of a story in the song, like Pina Colada, where they lay out the nice story for you and you actually get what they're saying, it can't be yacht rock. It has to be totally...
No, I don't know.
This is it. Make no mistake it has to be kind of confusing to be yacht rock.
Yeah, but that's completely, I disagree. I mean, I'm going to have to throw down, who are these yachtrock.com people?
So they are saying yachtrock.com is saying, songs like Pina Colada Song and Brandy, You're a Fine Girl, because they are mostly the lyrics and the lyricist, and they are telling you such a well put together story that they have knocked themselves out of the yacht rock category, which needs to be more confusing and more makes more sense.
See, I disagree with that completely, because the story has very little to do with it, as far as whether it's a storytelling song or whether it's just abstract lyrics or a poem or whatever. That has no bearing on whether something is yacht or nyacht.
Okay, so, I need to know if this is one of my top 5 in my head, yacht rock. You tell me if this is yacht rock. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Player, Baby Come Back.
Yep. So this is kind of telling a story in my head. He's like, I was an ass. Can I please get back together with you? Yeah. That's a story?
Well, yeah, because he's saying, like, he's describing what happened, but that has nothing to do with yacht rock. Like,
all right, I have a question, though, really quick about Baby Come Back by Player.
Yeah.
I don't like that he says you can blame it all on me, because he's basically saying it's not really his fault, but you can blame him if you want, like the way he presents that. It's like, motherfucker, it was your fault. I feel like saying.
No, anyway. I took it the opposite way. I take it like he's taking responsibility that it was.
You don't think that he was implying that you can blame it on me?
No, because he says it was he was wearing a mask of false bravado.
That was very vulnerable.
Yeah, and so I think he's basically saying, no. You can blame it all on me. It's all my fault. It's all my fault.
He better really mean that. Is all I gotta say.
I believe he does mean it. He does mean it. And one of the, I will agree with the Smooth Yacht Radio or whatever that gave the list of the traits of yacht rock. Yes. One fairly important trait is that the record has to be very well produced and have a high production value. So
with a lot of studio players is what they say.
Well, but see, that's not, to me, that's not true, because there are bands that have yacht rock songs that aren't necessarily studio players. See, what I think these people are doing is they've missed the point of what yacht rock really is. It isn't exactly definable. It isn't. You can't.
That's the beauty of it.
You can't describe it with a bunch of bullet points. There are songs that you listen to and you just feel it in your gut and you go, "Yep, that's yacht rock." Well, I would play that on my yacht. If I were sailing on my, 50-foot, whatever it is, or I don't know anything about boats, but if I were sailing on that and I were sitting in the back with my cocktail, and it was a warm breeze and we were just cruising to Catalina or something, I would play that on my yacht. That's the qualifier of yacht rock, not some nitpicky bullet list.
This is my number one. This is my number one, and I don't know who would disagree with me on this song.
Oh, yeah.
This is my favorite song ever, at least this year.
Doesn't it sound like summer?
It just sounds like my dad is drinking Budweiser with all his friends. They're all barbecuing. Somebody always has a snake. There's always a friggin' snake.
What?
There's picnic tables. There's beer.
Wait.
There's women in tube tops.
Hold up.
Clogs.
What do you mean? What do you mean someone always has a snake?
I don't know. Every time I look at old pictures of I got to keep this on in the background really quick. When I look at pictures of barbecues from my dad's side, and by the way, this song plays in the air whenever I look at the photo album, all right? There's always a bunch of guys with giant beards, giant hair, sunglasses, cigarettes, Budweisers, a couple of girls in tube tops and clogs, like I said, and somebody always has a big friggin' snake, like a boa constrictor snake. Is that like a biker thing? I don't know.
I don't know what the hell that is.
That's what it was.
I never saw anyone with a snake, but you're right about the song. And you hit on a very you hit on a very important point there, which is it kind of has to sound like summer. It has to sound like childhood. It has to sound like like you're at the barbecue. I mean, for those of us that didn't grow up on yachts, a barbecue is kind of close to the vibe, right?
But we can't say childhood because some people were full adults listening to yacht rock.
Well, that's true. That's true. Okay. If you're a Gen Xer, but if you were an adult when the song came out, okay, let me amend that. It has to ring that time period. So it has to really take you back. So if you're a grown up and you say you were 30 years old, 1979, when
you're raising your kids during the Carter administration, as somebody once pointed out, go on.
Exactly. And you have to hear that song and be taken back. Or, as you said, when you're flipping through the photo album, you hear that song playing. Yes. Those are the kinds of qualifications that allow a song to be ruled yacht rock. It is not, the fact that it has, Jeff Skunk Baxter playing guitar or that it's got a story that's too abstract. Those are not yacht rock things.
Okay, then I need to know. This is one that I was surprised to find many people considered yacht rock. I was surprised because I had never thought of it. Tell me what you think about this. What is your assessment here?
Okay, so that's Human Nature by Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Which was on the Thriller album.
Right.
Which came in just underneath the time period that really signifies
83?
the pocket.
Oh, you want to have a cutoff
of yacht rock. But here's why my official ruling is that Human Nature by Michael Jackson is a yacht rock song. This is why really? I'm ruling that it is. Because think about it. When you hear that music, that keyboard and that, looking out across my shoulder, can't you see yourself with the sun setting? The song feels like a sunset, and it feels like you're sitting there with like your lawn chair on the back of the yacht, the wind's blowing, you've got a barbecue going, you got friends around. That song is a yacht rock song. But it doesn't qualify according to that list, which is why my rulings are final. I am the Yacht Rock Authority, self-appointed.
All right. Here's a song that I don't know if you're going to think is yacht rock, but I can't stand it because it reminds me of Sunday afternoons when I had school the next day. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me if this is yacht rock.
Oh yeah, Reminiscing by Little River Band. Again, Little River Band's entire catalog is yacht rock. Yeah, totally. And the mere fact that it reminds you of Sundays when you had to go to school the next day, that tips the scale toward a yacht rock song. It's that nostalgia buzz. So maybe for someone who was an adult at that time, maybe it reminds them of Sunday nights before they had to go to work the next day.
Well, we had in the Valley something called Family Film Festival. It came on Sunday afternoon, and they showed you a movie. And it was like Channel 4, you know how there was like 3 channels?
Right.
Anyway, it came on after Popeye. You know, you're watching all your cartoons, and then when cartoons ended, you'd hear that song by Little River Band, which, by the way, I did not know until like last year that it was an actual song by a band. I thought it was that stupid show that told me cartoons were over.
Oh, so it was like a bumper on the TV.
Yeah,
program.
and it was depressing. You're like, oh man, that stupid, boring thing is coming on. Popeye's gone. Little Rascals are gone. Like, oh, I got school tomorrow. I haven't done my homework. You know, so that didn't know that was yacht rock. Didn't even know it was a song, actually. But anyway, all right.
Yeah, Little River Band. And okay, so this blows the whole like studio musician thing out of the water, because Little River Band was in fact a band. I mean, they might have traded out a few members here and there, but they were an actual group, and you know they had a whole bunch of songs that were very popular and that everybody knows, like Cool Change and Lonesome Loser. Have you heard about the loser?
Okay, I got one that reminds me
all yacht rock
of being in a car going through the desert with my sister, having to barf, being miserable. My dad wouldn't stop so we could use the restroom because he was so into this damn song. This is the song. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Horse with No Name by America.
And then I heard the lyrics. I said, what in the actual F?
Well, you were driving through the desert.
Yeah, and my dad was so thrilled because it was like, yeah, the song goes with what's happening in real life. He was so into it. He was like ignoring us.
Right.
And I didn't like, I was all Horse with No Name. I was so annoyed because, you know, I wanted to name every character. I was like, doesn't it have a friggin' name? Like, how depressing. Yeah. And then when the guy said there was something and rocks and things, I'm all things?
Plants
like what?
And birds and life. Well, you can't get too, you know, that's...
I was mad because I had to pee.
That's some abstract, like, I don't know what the history of that song is.
But when I hear that, America, I literally still feel dizzy and car sick. Like, I need to go take Dramamine when I hear that song.
America's entire catalog is yacht rock. And I'll listen, I'll fight people. I'll throw down. Like, my rulings are final.
All right, and this is a big one. A lot of people, that Nyacht and, you know, yachtrock.com is telling us a lot of the Toto catalog is not yacht rock. How do you respond?
No, I reject it. I wholeheartedly reject it. Every Toto song is a yacht rock song.
Okay.
Toto, first of all, Toto is one of the greatest bands that ever recorded records.
What's the biggest Toto song for yacht rock?
Well, let's see. Rosanna's a yacht rock song. You Know I Won't Hold You Back Now. That's a yacht rock song.
Do you think Toe the Line is more of a rock?
Africa is probably their number one yacht rock song.
Wasn't that past 83 or no?
No.
It was like right at 83.
Yeah. But yeah, Africa, I mean, just listening to...
So that makes you think of... Okay.
Yeah, and, you know, Jeff Porcaro was the late Jeff Porcaro, R.I.P. He was their drummer. And the fact that they came up with that Africa... I mean, that song, whenever you talk to musicians... And you mentioned like real musicians, and you talk about Toto, talk about Africa, they'll pick that song apart. There's so much going on in it that's so amazing percussion wise. It's just it's a fantastic song. But that being said, Toto's entire catalog is yacht rock. Final ruling. That is my ruling.
Okay. And then Well, so what do you think about Pina Colada?
Pina Colada is like one of the Yacht Rock songs. It's about a pina colada, for God's sake.
And then, so the whole idea that it's too good of a story laid out is just
that's nonsense. I mean, listen, all due respect, the Yacht Rock community is united. Okay.
So this is definitely, you're on a yacht.
Well, aren't you? Listen to that. Listen to that guitar.
I literally taste pineapple right now. Yeah, I do.
Can't you feel the warm breeze?
I can.
Maybe it's not a sunset song, but I can feel the sun on my face. I can smell the tanning oil.
I legitimately taste pineapple.
Exactly. So what I want to say, though, is that while I may disagree with my Yacht Rock compadres, the Yacht Rock community is very, very tight. We all love and support each other. Okay, because Yacht Rock's all about love. That's the other thing. It's all you're never going to have a Yacht Rock song that's political or about war or something like that.
And you know what? That was actually
not
one that people have come up with, that after all of the songs about war in Vietnam and, songs that were kind of protest songs, this was more of, well, you know what? Let's not think about all that right now.
Yeah, and there's room for all of it. There's room. There's room in the world for everything, every type of music. And I think even in the early 80s, you had the punk rock movement, kicked off in the late 70s, but it really started to gain widespread popularity in the 80s. And then on the flip side, you had Madonna and Paula Abdul and more pop stuff or whatever. So there's always going to be plenty to go around and plenty of stuff going on. But when you're talking about yacht rock, it is strictly a vibe. It's about love and happiness and just sitting there with a beer in your hand and you're feeling good and your friends are around and everybody's cool. That's it too. And I don't think, even though you can have some sad love songs in the yacht rock genre, it isn't really a place for too many of them. And it does have to have that nostalgia factor to it. It has to take you back to somewhere. That's part of what yacht rock is.
What do you think the number one yacht rock song is? In your head, what is I hate the word quintessential, but what is the quintessential?
This is it right here.
Okay, tell me right now. Oh, of course. Sailing, Christopher Cross. Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Mm-hmm. And what's that other one by Christopher Cross? I know there's many, but there's one more that reminds me. Oh, Ride Like the Wind. I like that.
I mean, aren't you on a boat right now?
Yes.
He's a fantastic singer. His voice is so mellow. That's one of my favorite songs, period. And I could go on and on about Christopher Cross. He's amazing. He had Ride Like the Wind. That was a huge hit, which he did with Michael McDonald. Michael McDonald's on the back going, yeah. And then he had the theme, Arthur's theme from the movie Arthur. When you get up between the moon and New York City. So he had a couple other hits too. And listen, if you go listen to Christopher Cross on Spotify or buy a CD someplace or whatever, his albums are great. Even the ones that were not hits. He's just incredible. Great example of yacht rock.
So Michael McDonald is definitely a component. I would say Kenny Loggins is always somehow a component of yacht rock also.
Yeah. Now, Kenny Loggins is a good example because not all of Kenny Loggins' catalog is yacht rock, but he is one of the godfathers of yacht rock, like Michael McDonald, like Toto, like Christopher Cross. So, you look at a song like Whenever I Call You Friend, Yacht Rock. Highway to the Danger Zone, no, not Yacht Rock.
No.
Footloose, no, not Yacht Rock.
No.
And some of the Loggins and Messina stuff too, like Your Mama Don't Dance. That one I actually had to think about for a second because the vibe was a little bit off. I was like, is this a summer day? Is this song? But then when you listen to the words and you get to the chorus, I mean, I am at the barbecue with my spatula. I am bobbing my head, and it's all because
I feel like
your mama
that
don't
song
dance and your daddy
is
don't
they're trying
rock
to
and roll.
sound like an old Elvis song. That's why I would say that one's a no in my head.
Yeah, well, my rulings are final, so there is no other opinion.
Okay.
But
now, would you agree with people that say that the Beach Boys recording of Sloop John B is the origin of yacht rock?
No.
What would you say would be the origin, like the first song where people kind of, or would you say it was Christopher Cross?
No, I'm going to go with Love's Theme by the Love Unlimited Orchestra, Barry White. To me, that was the birth of yacht rock.
Okay, hold on. I don't remember Love's Theme. I think it's one of these things where when you do hear it, you're like, oh yeah, that song.
It's an instrumental.
Okay.
And
1973 though.
Well, this is what I'm saying. It early 70s. Okay, listen to that. Are you not on a boat?
Oh, totally.
Now, let it play for a second, because what you're going to hear is an electric guitar with a wah-wah pedal.
I feel like I kind of hear Little River Band in this.
Listen.
Oh my god.
Can you hear that guitar in the background going wah, wah, wah?
Yes.
And by the way, everyone, we're playing this stuff on our phones off of YouTube.
And by the way, the first comment on YouTube to this song is, "This is on God's playlist." That's the top comment.
I love that.
Isn't that cute?
But if you really listen to that song, like listen to it on headphones sometime. I mean, this is Barry White, people. Barry effing White. Like, it's a fantastic song, a fantastic record. That, to me, is the first yacht rock song.
Okay.
That's what started, like, I'm not saying that Toto was influenced by that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the genre was born. Like, the day that Barry White got in the studio with the Love Unlimited Orchestra and put that magic on vinyl.
I'm going
God's
to
playlist.
disagree a little bit with the look of yacht rock, which has been coined by the internet, which is yuppies on a yacht. I don't really think of yuppies listening to this music, although I'm sure they did. I think of it, I kind of pull back and think of lots of different types of people. I don't think it has to be.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a huge mistake. Like, a lot of people claim that yacht rock is like white people on a yacht or something, which I just disagree with that. Yacht rock is diverse. The musicians that make it are diverse, and the world needs to be diverse and is diverse and should be. So I just think that that's kind of a narrow, incorrect view that doesn't really do anybody any good. I disagree with that as well.
There's a local yacht rock band around my neighborhood, and they're called the Yachtley Crew. And they wear
Yachtley Crew. Karen is a big fan of Yachtley Crew.
Oh, really? Yeah, and they wear like Love Boat outfits and whatnot.
Yeah, so Yachtley Crew should know that one of the renowned worldwide judges of yacht rock, Karen, goes to every show they have, like anywhere near.
I'm gonna have to go with Karen next time.
Oh, you should, because I guarantee you, if they're playing anywhere near LA, she's there.
Oh my gosh, I've gotta go.
Yeah, and that's a good way to determine. Again, a rule of thumb: find a yacht rock tribute band. Yachtley Crew is one. The biggest one in the United States is a band out of Atlanta called the Yacht Rock Revue.
Oh, wow.
Now, these guys, I've seen these guys live, and they are insane musicians. They're so good. They do like basically note for note, all these songs. But you can look up the playlist of these groups. And I may disagree with one or two selections. However, I understand why they're on their playlist, because they're Yacht Rock adjacent. Some songs are Yacht Rock adjacent. Now, there is a ruling that can be made in certain cases if you want to know if a song is Yacht Rock adjacent. Okay, those categories do exist, but that's a good way to figure out the vibe of Yacht Rock. It's really a subjective judgment call.
Now
it's
do
not
you agree
objective.
that Yacht Rock is reassuringly vague escapism? That is supposed to be one of the criteria.
Well, no. I mean,
All right.
escapism, sure, because it's all happy, or at least it's soothing. That's a key word with Yacht Rock. Something about it is emotionally soothing. That doesn't mean that the song can't have a little kick to it, okay? But there has to be some element of soothing, healing, just like sailing, just like the sun, just like a summer day. That has to exist in the song. So, but the vague, no.
Vague escapism.
No, the word vague I have a problem with.
As opposed to introspective individualism in the 60s.
Well, yeah, I don't think they're related at all. Yeah. Again, What's Going On is a political song. It's a political song, not Yacht Rock.
Right.
So
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying as opposed to the political movements of the 60s.
Oh, I see.
This is kind of like, hey, you know what? It's vague. We're not going to make you think too deep. We're just going to chill. And do you agree with that?
I don't think it's vague, though. I think a song, for example, like Sailing by Christopher Cross is extremely explicit. I mean, it's a song about sailing. He's sailing and it takes me away, and that there's nothing vague about that song. Like, it's totally clear what he's singing about. It's totally clear how he feels about sailing, and
about sailing, but not about Vietnam, and not about something like super important. He's doing leisure activity.
Right. Leisure activity. Exactly.
So is leisure in and of itself just not that important?
No, I don't know what you mean. No, I'm not.
If somebody writes a whole song about croquet or some other like country club sport, is that deep?
Well,
or does it matter?
Okay, but there's a difference, I think, between vague. Vague doesn't necessarily mean shallow. And
True.
And if Yacht Rock songs, if people think that songs that are non-political are all shallow, then I have a whole nother problem with you. Like, that is, to me, that is just...
People can be in different moods. Like, maybe you're in the mood to get fired up about something, and maybe your personality is like, you know what, I've been fired up for too long. I'm about to have a heart attack. I just want to chill. Yeah,
exactly. And that's just as important as a song like What's Going On. That is to me, a necessary gift that Marvin Gaye basically gave to the world, right? We all need that, and society needs that, and we can go on and on about what a great song it is, right? But if all you ever listen to is like political, serious songs that have problems with everybody, then isn't that one-dimensional? I mean, aren't you missing out on so many other emotional elements of life? So with Yacht Rock, you're looking at nature, the beauty, the sun, a summer day, you're getting in touch with celebrating life, living your best life, living the dream, all these kinds of things. And I can't think of anything that's more necessary, especially right now. Do we really need political songs right now? I don't think so.
No, I agree with you. I do agree with you. And I think that I think that's why it was so important when it first came out.
Yes.
Because it's like, you know what? All of these things are happening. And I do agree. However, to save my sanity, I'm going to need to think about the ocean right now and some beautiful things in nature.
Yeah, 100%.
I need a break. you know.
I mean, as I consider it being born in 73, it was born out of the Watergate era and the very end, the tail end of the Vietnam War. So you bet, like we really needed this. And I'll also add one other thing musically. In the early 70s, the science and the art form of recording was also really getting good. Like, you had 48 tracks you could put stuff on, and you didn't have to record an orchestra all together in one room. You could track things.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And the microphones got better. The, all these musicians that found each other, like Toto and Steely Dan, and all these kind of jazzy based guys who really could play the hell out of all their instruments, they got together and they were writing songs, but at their fingertips they had all these great tools, because all of a sudden now you can put effects on stuff. You can layer a guitar 15 times if you want.
So would you say that the music outshone the lyrics during this time? Because the singers and songwriters of the early 70s, when you have like a commercial for Time Life songs of the 70s,
yeah.
It's like, they're talking about Cat Stevens and the lyrics, and it's more poetic and poetry.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit more simple of an instrument sometimes. And I feel like the Yacht Rock is what you're saying, maybe more of a spotlight on these wonderful musicians as far as their instruments.
I think you're onto something there. And I would add that the vocals were more important than ever, because it suddenly became important for you to be able to sing really well. I mean, I don't know of any yacht rock songs that are all that easy to sing, and the singers in those bands are stellar. David Pack from Ambrosia, another yacht rock band. I mean, that guy's vocals are incredible. And Bobby Kimball from Toto, Donald Fagen even. I don't know why people don't give him better credit.
So who is Donald Fagen? That sounds familiar.
He's the guy that sings all the Steely Dan stuff. Well, except for Dirty Work.
Steely Dan stuff.
Yeah, most of
And tell me about Ambrosia. I feel like I know who they are, but I don't.
So Ambrosia had "You're the Only Woman That I Ever Loved." That one.
All right,
that's
hold on.
them.
Let me play this for the masses because maybe they forgot too. So this is the Ambrosia.
Yeah, that's Ambrosia. But listen.
Oh, okay.
But listen to David. Listen to his voice.
You know who I kind of hear? I kind of hear Hall and Oates.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So, and you're right. David Pack does sound a lot like Daryl Hall, who's another incredible singer, like off the charts. The soulfulness in his voice.
A controversial, are they or aren't they yacht rock? Hall and Oates.
Well, Hall and Oates, again, my rulings are all final. So Hall and Oates, a lot of songs are yacht rock, but not their entire catalog.
Okay.
So Maneater is a bone of contention amongst many of a yacht rock.
That's 83,
like
right?
A yacht rockologist. Yeah, it's not the timing; it's the song. Okay. Now, my ruling is Maneater is not a yacht rock song. However, I have I think I would get a beat down from a lot of people, because a lot of the cover bands, they use it in their shows, and a lot of people think that most of Hall & Oates' catalog, including that song, is yacht rock. I don't think it's yacht rock. I don't think it has the right vibe. Sarah Smiles is a quintessential yacht rock song. And once you start getting into some of the really upbeat Hall & Oates stuff, to me, that's yacht rock adjacent. I don't think that's exactly yacht rock. Like Private Eyes, 280s. It's too.
So you're saying this is a little too up tempo.
Well, I just think the vibe is wrong, right?
I do too.
It's like a sexy, It's kind of film noir, you know. It's good, you know.
Yeah.
Now, musically, it has all the elements of a yacht rock song.
Something about it, though. And then you're saying Sarah Smiles, definitely. So let's listen.
Yeah, Sarah Smiles, one of the original yacht rock songs.
Different this is. Yeah. And this did come before it, too, right? I mean...
Yeah, Sarah Smiles was one of their first.
Let's go a little further. Well, this just reminds me of somebody smoking a joint on a yacht.
Yeah, but aren't you sitting on the back of the boat? You got the drink in your hand.
This is too slow. This is almost too slow for the yacht.
No, I disagree. I think because a yacht rock song can be slow. It can be real quiet.
That one's a little too slow for me.
Well, again, my rulings are final. It's yacht rock.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
I hope no one thinks I'm like serious as I've been going on about this stuff. People are like, God, what an asshole.
I do have to bring up something that's kind of funny. I don't know if you've realized this because you never really were like a big hip hop person from what I remember of you, but a lot of these songs ended up being hooks in hip hop music. Were you aware of that?
Hall and Oates?
No,
or yacht rock songs. Oh yeah. Well, partly because okay, what you said a few minutes ago about the music, these songs are incredible hooky pop songs. They are so beautifully made. Oh yeah, Steely Dan is all over hip hop.
And also Herb Albert Rise, of course, was Biggie Smalls' Hypnotize.
Yeah.
And I keep forgetting Michael McDonald was in Warren G's Regulate, which cracks me up. So a lot of those. And Tupac had Bruce Hornsby in The Range. I know that's a little later, but
not yacht
funny.
Rock.
Just funny. Yeah, just cracks me up.
Yeah,
they were picked up by producers of hip hop.
Bruce Hornsby that's a yacht rock hotspot right there. That's a yacht rock hot potato. Yeah. Because most people will argue that Bruce Hornsby is yacht rock. My final ruling is no.
I say no. I just say, was he around prior to like 1986 and I just don't know it?
Well,
obviously
he was. To me, he kind of misses a little bit of the cutoff time-wise. However, you know, a song about a homeless guy is not yacht rock. It's just not.
It's too introspective and political and standing in line and
Yeah.
I think that would have been a great 60s song, but these songs are welcome at any time. It just depends on the mood that you have and what you're into at that time.
Right. And I am by no means saying that any song that is not a yacht rock song is a bad song. Oh my gosh. The world is there's so much room for every type of music.
Of course.
I love every type of music. I happen to really love the whole yacht rock genre, but I am very firm about what songs belong in it and what songs don't. So I don't think that, that's just the way it is by Bruce Hornsby. It does not have the right vibe. You are not sitting on your yacht, sipping something and, bobbing your head to that song. It's just not happening.
Are you feeling like Foreigner is definitely yacht rock?
Waiting for a Girl Like You is yacht rock.
Okay.
I'm going to say I Want to Know What Love Is. That's Yacht Rock Adjacent. It's got a bit of the wrong vibe. If someone, I don't know. That might be on the edge of the spectrum. I'd have to consult with Karen about I Want to Know What Love Is.
What do you think about the Eagles? Just the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles, much of their catalog, but not all, is definitely yacht rock for sure. A lot of that Southern California sound, even though they recorded it in London, it's still like, like Witchy Woman, New Kid in Town, total yacht rock song. Yacht rock song.
What about Chicago?
Yeah,
most of
Chicago, maybe all of Chicago, with the exception of some of their late 80s stuff. But I may be so bold as to say that Chicago's entire catalog is yacht rock because even though, like, okay, does anybody really know what time it is? Okay, that song is not technically the right vibe, but it has such a nostalgic punch to it, and it really takes you back, whether you were a grown-up at that time or a child when it came out in the early 70s. That song is going to pull you right back there. Like, it's got, it's got a whole thing going on. And the music qualifies for sure.
Wow, this is it?
No, that's not
Sounds
it.
like ragtime.
No, that's
Does
not
anybody
it.
really know what time it is? Chicago. Maybe there's a big...
No, that's not... Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my gosh, that does not sound yacht rocky to me.
Oh,
but I'm not the expert.
See, the music sounds totally yacht rock. It's the words that might, kind of make it on the edge. But Chicago, again, another band that made absolutely phenomenal, detailed, beautifully produced recordings and wrote some absolutely incredible songs. And any one of them you can listen to on the yacht, even the ones that aren't exactly the right theme. Chicago kind of overrides it. Same with Steely Dan. A lot of Steely Dan songs are kind of veiled, political commentary. I don't know. I can't really understand most of it because the poetry is so abstract, but it's still cool.
That's part of how yacht rock is supposed to be. You're not supposed to understand. It's vague. Don't forget. Now, a lot of people think Fleetwood Mac is definitely not yacht rock. What say you?
No, my ruling is final. Their whole catalog is not yacht rock, but there are a lot of Fleetwood Mac yacht rock songs.
Such as
Over My Head. Or was that Christine McVie's solo? No, that was Fleetwood Mac, right? I'm over my head. Over my head. And
tell me another one when I look that
up. There are a lot of Fleetwood Mac songs that are yacht rock, such as, I would argue that Sarah is a yacht rock song. I would argue Gypsy is a yacht rock song.
Oh, yes.
And then going back to their Fleetwood Mac album and their Rumors, Dreams is a yacht rock song.
What a great song.
But see, again, that they get the nostalgia thing.
Big time.
Right?
Big time.
And the music kind of gets them past, because Dreams is kind of a melancholy song. I don't think Rhiannon is a yacht rock song.
No.
Yeah, listen to that. I am at the barbecue. I'm bobbing my head.
Big time.
Right?
All right, so I have a crazy question then.
Wait, there's another... I'm missing a Fleetwood Mac song, though. I got to look it up here because I know there was... Oh, yeah, okay, Over My Head. That was from Fleetwood Mac. So
that's from Rumors, I think.
No, it's from the Fleetwood Mac album right before
right.
Rumors. Yeah, but same era. So that's a yacht rock song. Say You Love Me is a yacht rock song. My ruling is final. And then on Rumors, I have to look at the song list because now my head is so jumbled up with song titles here.
I can't remember Say You Love Me. I don't know why. Okay, hold
when
on.
the loving starts and the lights go down.
Yeah, that's right. This reminds me of my parents so much.
Right?
All of these songs. Oh, gosh.
Oh, okay. You Make Lovin' Fun. Also yacht rock.
My parents. Mm-hmm.
Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow. Yacht rock. And...
became political at some point.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was,
I know.
A divorce. But the whole vibe is right. And then Go Your Own Way. That's an interesting one.
What a great song. I don't know. I don't think
I'd say it's Yacht Rock Adjacent because it's an angry breakup song. But
Right.
But it may be something that like the tribute bands pick up just because the song is so great. And I think that the music kind of overrides the lyrics in that case. So if that song were to come into the Yacht Rock Spectrum, I think I would have to take that ruling under consideration. I'd have to retire to my chambers and really think about it.
Okay. All right. Now, what did we forget? Anything we forgot about this?
Well, I don't think so. I feel like it's really important to say that in spite of the fact that the whole yacht rock idea is kind of a kick and people laugh at it and all that, it's really important to acknowledge the incredible artistry of these musicians and these bands, because I'm telling you, whether you like a song or you don't, whether you think the genre is this, that, or the other, it doesn't matter. When you write a song and you put it out in 1973, 4, 5, right? And 40 odd, almost 50 years later, people are still grooving to it. You have done something right, my friend, as a musician.
You have made it in the world.
So even whether individual people, oh, that sucks, no, it doesn't. You just don't like it. It's not that it sucks. It's just that you don't like it. There
people
are all
treated this the way they treated disco at one point, just a whole blanket statement. Disco sucks. We're going to burn all the records.
Yeah, exactly. They called it corporate rock.
Fun of this whole thing. Yes.
Yeah, and it's so not true. Like, I mean, arena rock is a whole nother thing that I get in bar fights about. But, Styx, Journey, all REO Speedwagon, these arena rock bands, they called it corporate rock, and that made no sense because these were actual bands. Like these guys, they played in their garages. They met when they were kids. Like they were true, bands. They were on a mission and all that. So like just because the records were clean and they were produced well, that doesn't mean, oh, they were overproduced. What does that mean? What does that mean? Why? Because the record actually sounds like they do live or vice versa? Like I never understood that. That's what I get in arguments about. I think there's plenty of room for all kinds of artistry, and maybe I can think of one hugely popular band, worldwide, gigantic, like tent pole of rock and roll band that I just don't like, but I would never say they suck. I would never say they suck because, just because I don't really vibe to their music, I still listen and I go, wow, those are some amazing players, So I think when we talk about yacht rock, the concept might be kind of a jolly, I guess, but the music is really incredible and should be revered.
And it does deserve a second look. It should not be dismissed as just cheesy elevator music.
Absolutely, because it's not cheesy. And let me ask you this, Amy. When have you ever heard music in an elevator?
I have in Vegas.
I've never heard music in an elevator in my entire life.
Oh, I think I've heard more music in like the grocery store lately.
Yeah, actually. I mean,
but I heard
in like
Guns
a
N' Roses at my
drugstore
grocery store, which is a little
yeah,
disturbing.
But the idea of like, because yacht rock is not Muzak, right?
No.
And incidentally, I love Muzak. It's really
I haven't heard it in so long.
It has a nostalgia thing to me. It reminds me of my grandparents' restaurant because they used to play Muzak. But
the Pink Panther?
Yeah, the Pink Panther. But yacht rock, it's upsetting to hear people dismiss the whole genre.
Correct.
There's nothing cheesy about it. There's nothing cheesy about it. Just because it's not angry political music and lyrics does not mean it's not fantastic.
I think when you are 16, whatever your parents listened to is just deemed cheesy to you at 16. And I think that's where this started. It's just cheesy because my parents listened to it, and that happens every few decades. Yeah,
that could be. And the other issue too is yacht rock is kind of complicated when you look at it musically and production wise. Most of it, I mean, your average garage band kids can't go, imitate a Toto album. Like
Toe the line.
Yeah. There's just too much going on, right? So the music itself is a little bit more complicated, and I think that you have to have a little bit more of a mature ear to really appreciate the music of it, because it's just a little bit, it's grown up. Kids don't.
It's for grown folk.
Yeah, kids aren't on the yacht. They're just not.
Wow, there's a statement.
Right. So
they're too busy. Yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say I think we're out of time.
Oh, okay.
Talking about this, but I would like to revisit again Yacht Rock. Especially, I want to encourage our listeners. So I'm talking to you guys right now. So I mean, I'm always talking to you guys, but like, send us your opinions about Yacht Rock. Ask me. I'm here for you. If you want to know whether a song is Yacht Rock or not, I'm happy to answer that question. And I so hope everyone gets that I've been joking this whole time about.
Does the song need an electric
authority.
Piano? Does it need the doobie bounce? Does it have to have the word fool in it?
No.
Let us know what you think.
No, I disagree with all that.
Yeah.
And again, my ruling is final.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we look forward to hearing your comments about all of this Yacht Rock stuff, because I know it's very controversial, and we're here to straighten it out, right, Aim?
That's right. It's very important. These things need to be spoken of and discussed.
We need to recognize me as the Yacht Rock authority.
Yes.
I am the judge, self-appointed, worldwide.
Yes.
So, So anyway, thank you for listening to this Yacht Rock episode of the Glitter Boom Girls. And we are on Instagram, Glitter B Girls. And we are on Twitter, Glitter B Girls. And we have a website. We are so, cyber aware. What are we? Internet savvy? I don't know. We have a website.
I don't go that far, but I love that we have a website.
We have a website.
So
it's
cool.
glitterboomgirls.com.
Is this the one where our wacky pictures are on?
Yes.
Our school pictures? Gosh. Go on there and look at that.
Yeah,
people.
and you can see my grandpa and even my cousin Michelle. Shout out Michelle.
You can see me with a side pony.
Oh yeah, Amy's
Very
got some
limp side pony, but anyway.
Great pictures on there. But and wherever you're listening to us right now, we are also available on Spotify, podcasts, Apple Podcasts. You can go to YouTube. All of our episodes are on YouTube. You can listen through there or go to our website. And anyway, we love hearing from you guys. So hit us up and we will see you next time.
Have a great day.